People, hello. Oh, Pat, Callie, how you guys doing? Ugh, Monday. Oh my God, it's fucking Monday. When is the next time you get a week off? Next year? Pat, take a week, dude. Just put in for it. Fill out the form. Just put in for it. Wait for like, wait for like the back end of July or some shit though, or like, I don't know. I don't know. Just go. Just go. Just go somewhere. Just tell your job you're going to see another eclipse, dude. Take a week off. So like, so Pat, because you're in charge, how would you go about getting time off? Like, are you just like not like obviously you went, you know, like you went to see the eclipse, like you took like you know a couple days, but like, or I don't even know if you were even working those days or whatever. But like, how would you even go about it? Like, you just like not allowed? That's like I'm sure you're allowed. I just you know I don't know. Stuck in ads. I don't even. It doesn't even tell me that there's an ad playing. What the fuck? It usually tells me. It'll tell me when there's an ad, and it didn't tell me. That's what happens when you don't stream for a month. Depends on if I can save my PTO. Mm. Mm. I'll teach you the electric slide. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You guys hear my AC in the background? I'm assuming you can't unless I'm talking, but even then, it's probably not that bad. I just want to know. I have it blaring right now because we have the AC, central air off in the house. But I obviously can't sit here with no AC. I'll fucking die. I got mine. I got the one in my room blasting, just blasting. Just blamming. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so how do I... No, I don't need to download that. I am doing so much bullshit right now. You have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, no. That's a text document. Let me just fucking scoot it on in there. I'm just downloading mods just to download them at this point. I just want to see how things run. I have a huge tech box in my office. Industrial fans. I can put the headphones in. What are you doing? Put the headphones in. John, thanks for the gifted sub, my brother. How you doing? I'm doing all right. We're just hanging around. Hope you've been good. I feel like the layout of stream has changed. Shit is weird. Oh my god. Can't hold. Things have been going my way for once with everything in life. I love to hear that shit, bro. I love to hear that shit, bro. For real, for real. Alright, if you guys just give me a little bit. I haven't really been doing anything on my PC. Like, I'm really playing anything. So, like, we're gonna play, we're gonna play 7 days. We're just gonna... I don't know. Kind of run through some things with you. We're gonna watch a, what's it called? We're gonna watch a video that, the developer streams. We'll put that on. I want to show you guys what's coming. There's obviously a lot of newish type things that haven't really been mentioned. That is coming out in the update. I will tell you though right now that the so I feel like it's kind of a lie. They kind of lied, and I'm very skeptical about it as well in terms of their dates. So originally they said that the new update 1.0 was going to drop in June, with the console version dropping in mid-July. Okay, technically speaking, it is coming in June. So June 21st, I believe, they are bringing out the game for streamers and content creators exclusively for a what they normally do as a streamer, like a content creator weekend. They will have exclusive, and only them will have access to it at that time. And then the 24th, which is the Monday right after, so it's not really that long, they are going to push out the experimental for 1.0 to the public. So technically they were telling the truth when they said that the game was going to come out on June 24th. I mean, in June, but the full release of it is supposed to align with console. So like their stable version. So assuming that those dates line up and everything goes smooth, technically the stable 1.0 for console and for PC will drop on the same date, to be announced, you know, sometime mid-July, hopefully. So it's a little bit rough. I feel like they lied. They kind of made it sound like the stable. I mean, usually they drop the experimental, but I figured that they would have dropped the experimental like now. So I mean, technically they kind of, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's my own fault. I misinterpreted, but the way they said it kind of was like, it made you think that this, at least the stable version, was coming out in June, whilst the full release, because like I don't know why they would say that. Why would they say the PC version is coming out in June with the console version coming out in July? Why would they say that if the stable version for PC was also just going to come out in July? Why not just say that? So I just feel like it was a little misleading. Either way, we get the experimental in June, the back end of June. I definitely didn't want to wait a whole nother month without streaming, you know, before we got back into it. Obviously, I was sick recently, pain in the ass. I've still got a cough. I didn't want to get on stream with a cough. I've been just trying to be productive around here. It's getting nice out. I've been hitting the golf course. I've been doing some stuff. So you know, I guess a little bit of a break is something that I kind of wanted. I feel like I was going hard for, I'm not, I don't make any money from this. So like I feel like I was going a little too hard. I just want to take a little break, but I don't want to wait a whole nother month before we get back into anything. So that's basically why I'm live, and we're gonna go through the developer streams. If you guys are interested, the Fun Pimps stream, I believe, every Wednesday. I don't know if it's actually from the Fun Pimps channel. It's from somebody's channel. And they go over new things that they're going to be bringing in and stuff like, and just how things are going. So we're going to watch the latest video. They have done 2 developer streams already. There's one more developer stream, which I think is this Wednesday. And then after that, oh no, I lied. 2 more developer streams. And then we'll have the release in June 24th. So I guess Monday, June 24th, expect a new live stream, or a new series, I guess. That's when we might kick it off. Maybe we'll do it on Tuesday, and then maybe Monday, because I'm probably not going to stream on the weekend. So maybe Monday, what we'll do is hold on, Cheryl's calling me. Just give me 1 second. I'll tell you guys what, Cheryl never calls me. She don't interact with me. Of course, the one day I do a fucking live stream, right? She fucking calls me just to have a little chitty chat. Can't believe, unbelievable. Sure shot, thank you for the sub. 67 months. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying the weather. Curtis, I seen you. I'm sorry, I've been rambling. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, so those dates that I gave, I think mid-July, we'll probably no matter what get the experimental on June 24th like they're saying, but the stable date is probably up in the air. It might not align. They're trying to make it align with console update, but I mean, they didn't really sound too confident when they said it, and we'll hear it in the video when I play it. They just seem like they're just fucking saying shit to say it. It's just, I don't know why they do that. Their game's been out for 10 freaking 13 years, whatever it's been. It's like, you know, you guys can't set some dates. You can't do the shit right. Like, you know, don't give a date if you know, whatever. Should be fine either way. But yeah, whatever. Nice cool weather for now. Yeah, it's actually a little bit cooler today than it's been, but it hasn't been too bad overall, so I can't complain. So yeah, that being said, in addition, actually, you know what? I am going to just put on my fucking face cam. It's aimed up. It's aimed up here. I got a haircut like 2 weeks ago, so now I don't look like a fucking slop mess. But I'm not wearing a shirt. I don't care. It's too fucking hot. There you go. 90s Thursday here. Let me check the week here. The week here is supposed to be nice. This week is supposed to be really nice. 75, 74, 78 with like, you know, you know, a little bit of clouds, like kind of like it is today. It's still nice. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not a cloud in the sky. 86, 87, 83, 81. Which is fucking huge considering last summer was fucking terrible here. 57? Wasn't it like fucking 80 something degrees the last time I streamed and you said it? You came in and you were like, oh, it's hot as shit here. Now it's 57? I'm pretty, what? How is that possible? 74 right now, it's perfect. We got the same as you, Pat, for sure. Actually, I don't know why I'm on this. I should be just chatting. I need to get my headset on, get ready for some fucking games. It's red. Which means it's gonna die. So, shit. I actually have to turn on my Xbox since I don't have enough ports so I can charge my headset. We're locked in. So we're gonna watch the video. Last Tuesday, we got on me, Carl, Curtis, and Callie. We got on to basically do some research I don't I don't exactly mind going into a series kind of just going with the flow and figuring out what we're going to do as we do it. Um but I don't know, just for the sake of like some testing and kind of trying to figure things out. Um we've already for right now we've chosen a place where we're going to live, and I'll show you guys that. I think I showed it in the stream, like a fucking shit stream that I did like 3 weeks ago or something. Um, and we've already kind of prepped a new horde base that we're gonna use. So that's in the works. We are gonna jump on the old world as well. And I've just added a mod that boosts us up to titanium. And I'm just gonna see how it runs, and I'm gonna fucking upgrade the whole base to titanium. I'm gonna add the spotlight towers. I'm gonna add some turrets and shit like that, and we'll just see how it goes. So what I was saying was Monday, the 24th. Maybe we will do our horde that day, or maybe maybe the Friday before. I don't know, and we'll see when everybody can get on, and we'll do like a night. Well, originally I said like a night 1000 or 2000. Maybe we'll just do like a night 7000 is like, I feel like the standard, and we'll just see how the base holds up. To go out with a bang, and then we will and then we'll start a new series. So that's the plan. So maybe just to kick it off, maybe we'll do it the week prior, so like the Friday or Thursday or something. Probably Friday if anything. Saturday the latest maybe. And we'll finish off our thing with a horde. Maybe take a walk down memory lane, check out all of our spots and stuff. And maybe I'll upload that final episode to YouTube so we have it forever. Because I'll tell you what, this world that we just did has been like the best thing. Like I've enjoyed every second of it. It's been so good. So I kind of don't want to forget about it or lose it. That being said, I've also informed Scott that I will be doing a new series probably on the 24th. I told him, I sent him the video of the dev stream, the most recent one. And he actually didn't get back to me like all day. I think I sent it to him like midday or something, or like late morning, and he didn't answer me until like late, like freaking 6 o'clock my time or some shit. So he actually said that he was excited for it and that he would be down. So I told him how, we have 4 of us, this is how it usually goes. Hopefully, you could be somewhat, I said, I know you play Minecraft, and I gave him shit. I was like, I know you're playing Minecraft and shit ass Fortnite, but if you could be somewhat, active here and there, like that would probably just make all the difference and stuff. So Scott will hopefully be involved, and then that'll just be 5 people. I was thinking about asking Dylan. I'm really not sure if I'm gonna do it. I want to ask him because that's the type of guy that I am. I'm a nice guy like that, but I'm also an asshole, and I kind of don't want to put myself out there just to get told yes, and then it never shows up. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when we get closer to it. We have a month. So that's that. I am installing some mods right now. There was another one that I wanted to I think we're definitely going to do like a Trader's Always Opened on 7 days as well. That'll definitely carry over. because it's just fucking annoying. I can't actually find the modlet for it right now. I don't know why. There's a couple weird ones. That's what I'm saying, Callie. Like a lot of the times, like a lot of the times we're not getting through things. We're not getting to a point in the game where all the early grindy stuff is like kind of out of the way, and you kind of get into more of the fun stuff. And I think if given the opportunity, and I've said it many times already, given the opportunity to get to a point where I don't want to say maybe like mid game, but like where early game is just crossing over into mid game. I think given the chance to get to that point, it'll just get to a point where you can't help but be excited to hop on, because obviously we play 7 days, so we're going to be a little bit more excited than somebody who just comes on here and there and just maybe checks out the update for like a month and then fucks off again until the next update, you know. But I mean, think about the series that we just did. I was excited to hop on that damn server every fucking day. I could not get enough of it. After stream, I'm thinking about it. Wake up in the morning, I'm thinking about it. Like it was so crazy, because like I had never been like that with this game before, even though I enjoy the hell out of it, and we always had something to do. So add mods to this and add the new progression system that's actually coming, which we're gonna watch. So there should be no reason why like we can't get to easily like day like 120 and still just have fucking shit to do all the time. So I think if we can get to that point, then there should be no reason why people would not be playing, like, realistically. That's just how it should be. I just think we need to get to that point. We need to give it a chance. And I don't need Scott to play every time. Like, if we stream the damn game every freaking day for 3 months, 4 months straight or some shit, like, I don't expect him to even... I expect him to maybe do a month's worth, at the very least. A month's worth of streams, at the very least. Just kind of being active. If he could do 1 day a week, 1 day, 2 days, maybe 1 day every other week, and then some weeks he'd play in 3 days or some shit, you know. Like, I just want a little bit of commitment. It doesn't have to be consistent commitment. It just has to be, listen, this week I can't do it. I got a couple of videos I got to put out. There's a Minecraft update. I'm gonna stream it. You know, I'll, maybe on Friday, the back end of the week, or if not next week, like, I just expect a little bit of communication, like, at least just from Scott. Like, I know maybe it sounds a little like, oh, why does he have to do that? But like, I want him to be a part of the series because it's gonna be so fucking good. So I don't want to sound a certain type of way. Obviously, I've spoken my mind before on, people's etiquette towards gaming with me compared to gaming with others or doing other stuff, but if I could just get a little bit of consistency, even if it's sporadic, 2 days, 1 week, 1 day, another week, I don't care. I just want you to be there. I just want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to want to be there and just have a good time and shit. So, I think this update will, compared to others, even though a lot of the updates have been really good, I think this one will hopefully, keep it fresh and keep it exciting enough. Maybe kid him out and see if he'll participate in the end of the series. Or I told him we were gonna do the like a night 7,000 horde. So I was kind of wondering if he wants to be a part of it. I'll still ask him, because obviously we can kit him out easily. I'll just see if he wants to do it so he can see, like, I mean, he's seen the base, but he hasn't seen the base in action, I don't think. So we could get that. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna see. I'm gonna get the video up now. I don't think I want to watch the whole live stream. I think we're gonna watch Guns, Nerds, and Steel's recap of it. I sent it to you guys in that group, Callie and Curtis. I don't know if you guys watched it. But he does it every time they do their developer live streams. He gives a recap of it. So, I mean, just to is this thing on?
Welcome to the NBA's
Is there audio for you guys, or is why do I not have audio? Does this shit shut off on me?
situation.
Yeah. Okay. NBA Finals, big deal. My Knicks aren't in it, so I don't care. We need the second video. So I'm gonna pop this on now. I'm gonna pop it on now. I'm gonna pop it on now.
To kick things off.
Oh no, this is the first one. No.
Flat
tires. Here you go.
tires are my worst nightmare.
Oh no.
Even worse, my car doesn't have a spare. It pays to be prepared.
All right, so we're gonna get into this. If the volume is too low or too high, let me know. I'll turn it up. I think it should be good, but if not, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna jack I'm gonna jack it all the way up, and if it's too high, just lower your game, or lower your volume, or if it's too low still, let me know and I'll turn it up. So this is the second live stream from last week. Basically, just gonna go over all the things, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So.
Hey everyone, we finally got a release date for version 1.0 of 7 Days, so let's hear it.
Well, the experimental's coming out. We're targeting June 21st with public for streamer weekend beginning and public experimental on June 24th.
So that's June 21st for the streamer weekend. And in case you don't know, that means that content creators are going to get the game for about 3 days to kind of stress test it and also to kind of generate some hype. At least that's their justification for it. And that following Monday on the 24th, there will be an experimental build available to the public. Now you'll have to opt into this manually on Steam in order to get access, but this is pretty much like the official day one of 1.0. Now at the end of the stream, they did reveal when they plan to release the stable version. That's the version that they basically put the stamp of approval on, and they send it out to everyone as an automatic update for the game.
And right now, the target date for stable, and we're hoping to do a simultaneous release for console too, would be Thursday, July 25th.
So yeah, Thursday, July 25th. So big asterisk on all of this. Anything could come up between now and then that could delay this release. So don't be surprised if they miss these dates.
They're gonna
so
miss
what
them.
I want to touch on first is what I think will probably be the biggest change coming to 1.0, and that is the progression fix. I think that most veteran players would agree that the trader system is kind of broken right now. For the most part, you can always get your high quality items and armor from quest rewards or purchasing them outright without the need for looting or crafting to obtain them. So changes to quest rewards, to trader inventories, and to the loot table are said to really draw out the game a lot further. Joel says here that typically a 2-person playthrough could basically min-max in a matter of 20 to 30 days, but now in 1.0 that could take upwards of 70 to 80 days as you make incremental progress crafting better gear. And speaking of crafting better gear, we have it. So right there, that's why I'm hoping that we can even draw out this next series even further, because realistically, how easy is it for us, especially upgrading certain perks? Is it for us to obtain level 5 gear on what we're looking for? It's pretty fucking easy. We do it pretty easily.
And then there's really nothing else to look for, and you have to rely on other things to keep yourself busy. Otherwise, there's really no point in looting. So obviously they use the example, a 2-person game can min-max between 20 and 30 days, which I'm going to say that is a very lucky min-max. 20 to 30 days is a very lucky min-max. I would say like 30 to 40 is more realistic for like pretty much min-maxing your gear for 2 people. Now, if we have 4 to 5 people, it's probably going to make it faster because, one, we're all going to be collecting magazines and books that we're going to end up giving to each other, so that way we can progress in our own bracket without missing out on anything, getting there faster, which is fine, right? But if the progression system is slowed down, then for someone, for a group like us, that, let's say, for example, under the new, or let's say the old progression system would min-max in about 30 days, probably, if we were all playing under the old system at the beginning together, we would probably max at like 35 days. Under this new system, we could min-max, even with collecting magazines for each other and certain perks, we could probably max in 50 to 60 days. Give or take. Which is still fine, because there's still going to be other stuff that we need to do. I mean, just read up here. I mean, progression is fixed. 75 new POIs. Like, I mean, that's insane. That's just insane. So, add mods to that. Add different weapons. Now, I did say that we were going to add the all the different mods for all the new guns. We're going to do that because at the end of the day, once again, you collect the certain magazines, it unlocks a new weapon, it progresses you through a bunch of new weapons, and it's just gonna be fun that way. So, this new progression system is gonna be really good. I'm happy for it. In addition, this is where Better Barter, Lucky Looter, and Daring Adventurer they're already important and high up on my list as it is. They're going to be even higher given this new progression update. If we really want to get up and running a lot faster, Daring Adventurer, Better Barter, and Lucky Looter are going to have to be maxed out a lot sooner than they were, if we want to progress that way, or if you guys want to progress a certain way. So that's a big deal. And what you're about to hear is that we'll be able to craft now level 6 gear. So that's another big thing.
Confirmed that you will be able to craft tier 6 legendary items with the help of a single legendary part. It doesn't matter what tier of weapon it is. For example, pipe shotgun versus pump shotgun versus auto shotgun. It's going to require one legendary part for the legendary item. But I would like to draw your attention to the crafting recipes. So here you can see the recipe for a tier 5 auto shotgun in Alpha 21.2. That's the current version of the game. And now compare that to the 1.0 version of the auto shotgun level 5 and see how many extra shotgun parts and resources you're going to need to craft it. And I think this is one of the ways that they're trying to draw the game out. They're making things a lot more difficult to craft, but simultaneously making them a lot more difficult to purchase or to find. And these legendary parts will be available in loot as a very rare loot drop, or also available from the traders. But the indication is that there's a higher likelihood of obtaining them in higher tiered POIs, giving you further reason to advance your quest and get into tier 5s. And while we're on the topic of traders, all of the traders are receiving new voiceover lines. In fact, 3 of them are getting entirely new voice actors. That's Bob, Joel, and Hugh, all getting new actors. They got the same actors to play Trader Rect and Trader Jen, though, but they'll have new lines. Up to 1,200 new lines between them. And they talked about them kind of discussing things like the weather and the temperature outside and what's going on politically, such as some drama between the Duke and Noah, kind of setting things up for the story that they're they're going to add later on, but also filling in some lore gaps between who the traders are, what they're all about, and their relationship with each other. We did get to hear this a little bit. It sounded okay. Rex sounds okay, but they were talking over him every single time, so I don't have any clean audio for you. I did, however, catch a clip of the intercom, you know, when the trader's about to open or close. There's kind of a generic voice right now. Each trader will have their own intercom sound, so I'll let you listen to that along with Joel talking about something random.
Soon, so make your final selections, get the F out, depending on whoever the trader is. Some of them are really nice about it, and you know, trader rep how he is.
Sounds good to me. Well, it's going to be a little bit jarring to hear new voice actors for some of the traders, but we're going to have to get used to it. Next up, we have improvements to random world generation. I just generated an 8K map, and it took me just a little bit over 2 minutes to do so. However, they generated several 8K maps during the live stream, all of them taking less than 1 minute, usually around 30 to 40 seconds to generate each one. Here's a comparison of the Alpha 21 random world gen map that I made compared to a 1.0 random world gen map, and this will be the default setting with the pine forest biome in the middle and all other biomes surrounding it. According to the devs, there will be more wilderness POIs, more cities, and cities will be larger. And so if we have a closer look here, you can see that there are some options for the biome layout, and so center forest is going to be the default, but there are several other options. One of these is the line map, and they kind of refer to this as like the cake layout, like it's a cross section of a cake. And the way it's set up is so that the pine forest starts on one side and it progresses linearly through all of the biomes in order of difficulty. So you'll get burnt forest, desert, snow biome, wasteland. And this one is the circle layout, kind of set up like a wheel, I guess, so that there's nothing in particular in the middle. And this one's another center forest. I actually like this one a lot better. This one looks pretty cool. Of course, you can zoom into your map and have a look around before you jump in and play, just to make sure that it has the layout that you want. You can also see that the POIs are now color coded, so you can see the industrial, residential, commercial, and so on. You can also see where the traders are, and there is an indicator for where the spawn points are as well. When they loaded into the map, the first thing that struck me were the roads off in the distance that are kind of going over or carving through the mountains. This is one of the features that they're touting. So here's a look at that Alpha 21 map that I just generated there a second ago, and you can see that the roads are winding over the mountains, and that's just kind of bumpy. It's not smoothed out. They don't look very meaningful. It's road spaghetti. Now, I don't think that the road spaghetti has been completely removed. Just look at the city right here. It's got some weird roads. But hopefully they're making some progress there, and it does look like these roads are a little bit less lumpy, that they've been kind of smoothed out a little bit. Another important change to how maps are laid out is that the traders are now specific to their biome. In the Pine Forest, you will exclusively now meet Trader Rect, and once you complete his quests, he will send you on an opening trade routes mission to the Burnt Forest to meet Trader Jen, who will then send you to the desert to meet Trader Bob, then Hugh in the snow biome, and then finally Trader Joel in the wasteland. All random world gen maps will now have this new organization of traders. And to me, this is a good change because the traders are kind of like thematic anyway. Like you would expect to see the farmer trader in the pine forest, and you would expect to see Hugh in the snow biome. And at least for me, it's nice because I know what's going to be in stock at specific traders. And so now I know, okay, the wasteland is to the north. If I need to go see the armor guy, Trader Joel, I need to travel to the north to find him. Next up, we did get some looks at the new player profiles, and these players are wearing some of the new armors as well. Armors that we did not see in the last live stream. By the way, if you missed the first live stream recap, I'll put a pin up here so that you can check that one out when you're done with this one. Anyway, this time around, we got some good side-by-side male and female comparisons. So here is the athletic armor, a light set of armor. The rogue set, another light set of armor. Of course, we're not seeing the helmets here. Here's the preacher set. I believe this is the first time we've seen, it's the first time I've seen the preacher set at least. Here are the minor sets, supposedly a heavy armor, although it doesn't look very heavy to me. Anyway, here's a side-by-side comparison for the farmer set, the wasteland assassin set, which we saw in much greater detail during the last live stream. This here is the nomad set, another set of heavy armor. The biker set, which is part of the new medium armor class. The ranger set, again, another medium armor class. And this is the primitive set, which will be available to you starting at day 1. And lastly, we got a shot of the female nerd set of armor, the female enforcer again, and the male lumberjack armor. And now we move on to new POIs. Now, there are a total of over 75 new POIs coming to 1.0. This puts the total count of POIs north of 750, and they mentioned that their goal is to crack 1,000 in the near future. Among the 75 new ones that we're going to see, there will be 5 new Tier 5 POIs and 6 new Tier 4s, and we got to look at several of those here. We'll start off with Grover High. This is a Tier 5 school. Of course, we're seeing this right now in the prefab editor, so the cars are just like the generic car. The red zombies on the rooftop are the infestation zombies. And then this is more of what it would look like in the game with some zombies spawning up on the rooftop. Next up, we have the Minotaur Theater. This is another Tier 5. And I am liking how, you know, relatively small and manageable these POIs look for kind of a day-long quest experience. And this is just a quick peek inside the Minotaur Theater. I did notice that there is a new barbed wire appearance over here on the left. And I also noticed a couple of new signs. They did talk about having some new signs, plaques, you know, just specific kind of logo type things to help with, you know, overall feel and immersion. We'll get a look at some more signs when I do the creative menu deep dive at the end. This one here is a Tier 5 hotel, 7 Days Suites. I was just talking about liking the smaller ones that seem more manageable. This one looks huge, but I think they're doing a good job. They're not really taking us inside and spoiling some of the you know, triggers and events and things that happen inside these places. This one here is called the Meridian Center. Now this is a remnant. This is not a, well, it's a point of interest, but it's not a questable point of interest. So there's no like main loot stash at the end with like a Tier 3, 4 crate. It's just filled with odds and ends, a few zombies, but overall it's not like a real POI. It's just kind of meant to fill in the world and give things a little bit more flavor and give you something to explore on your own and not inside of a quest experience. This here is the Blue Ridge installation, kind of like the Red Mesa installation. Although this one is a Tier 4, it is inspired by the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, which is an American military base. Excellent job with the terrain sculpting here. It looks very nice, and it appears to extend deep underground with something going on here at the very end. Next up is the return of the football field, the athletics complex they're calling it. This should be taking the place of the Navasgain Coliseum, which we used to see in Navasgain. And in the back here's the football field. There's some kind of an event that they teased, like something happens back here, something special, so be interesting to see what that is. But looks like it got converted into basically a mass burial grave site, but they wouldn't bring us any closer. And this one here might be my favorite one that they showed so far, just because of the potential for a horde base built into this place. This is the Utility Refinery number 2. And last up, we have the Gold Rush Station. This is a Tier 4 military base. If you ask me, this one looks a little bit bland compared to the others. All right, moving on to the new vehicles. We actually got to look at all 5 of the vehicles, even with their mods, because you should be able to see all vehicle mods on all different vehicles now. We started off with the 4x4 with some green dye. Looks more like a monster truck to me, but here you go. Here's a look at the plow on the front. The plow is a new vehicle mod, and it's basically meant to decrease the amount of damage that the vehicle will receive for running into zombies or buildings or whatever. Something which we got to see in action a couple of times. Very entertaining. Here's the expanded seating mod for the back, bringing the total of passengers up to 6. Off-road headlights for the top, expanded fuel tanks for the side, and here's a new orange dye that we can use on our vehicles. Here's the new midi bike. Thankfully, they scrapped the old idea where they were going to use a toilet seat for the expanded seating option. Instead, we get a lawn chair. No, I think this looks pretty cool, actually. Okay, here we go. New bicycle. We didn't see it in action, but it's a bicycle. But the motorcycle, man, this thing looks mean. Have a look at it with the front armor plates, which look a lot like the current motorcycle that we have. Here's a look at the expanded seating options, so you can have a passenger, some black dye, and the off-road headlights. And altogether, this is probably the sickest looking vehicle that they put in here. I love this. It's great. Put some red dye on, and this thing has my name written all over it. Next up, the gyrocopter. Wow, massive makeover for this thing. Really cool to see the nose painted up like an old fighter. And they took it for a bit of a test ride, and you know what? I actually think that the handling has changed on this. It seems a little bit more stable in the air, and it has a little bit more of a floaty kind of feel, which might make it easier to handle. Yeah. So one thing they touched on in the Q&A of the last stream are some changes to the dew collector, but they actually showed us this time. This is actually really good. The new dew collector will produce murky water by default, but it will not require a water filter to craft. It'll just take regular primitive resources, probably the same resources, be like pipes, I don't know, polymer, duct tape, stuff like that. So here you see it's producing yellow water, murky water, but it has mod slots in it as well. And there are 3 mods that can go into it. The first is a water filter. And I do think that they said that you'll get these mods from the trader. I don't know if you'll find these in loot. I don't know if they're craftable either. They did specifically mention like trader though, so it might be trader only. I'm not sure. Anyway, once you put the water filter in, it'll start producing clean water instead of murky water. There's also this thing called a gatherer, which looks like ice, it's a cooling thing. So it's going to increase the rate of dew collection. So you'll produce water faster. It'll fill up faster. And lastly, there is a tarp, which it says increases the amount of water collected each day. And what Joel explained is that instead of having 1 water in each slot, you'll get 2 water in each slot. So when the dew collector fills up, you'll be able to collect 6 jars of water out of it. This is a very welcome change in my opinion.
So basically, we already said that we were going to do the better dew collectors as a mod because of how shit the dew collectors are now. This is a really good change. So I think what we'll do is we're going to give this system a chance. We'll see how easy and or hard it is to obtain the gatherer and the tarp. We already know we can get a water filter from the trader. So if you could just buy those from the traders, and these mods allow the dew collectors to produce a decent amount of water in comparison to what they were originally doing, then instead of just adding a better collector mod, then we might just stick with this. If it helps. So there's really, if these mods allow the dew collector to, like they said, 2 water per slot, and adding this allows it to gather faster. If it's, it's obviously going to be better than the original. But if it's still kind of really bad, where we're still kind of struggling, especially early game, when we know we need fucking duct tape out the fucking ass, then we will add the better dew collector mod and just go with it. But I think, given the fact that they're now adding mods to this thing, I think it's definitely worth, instead of just adding an exterior modlet, that it is worth actually going within the game and just using the dew collectors as is. My assumption is that it's still going to be a little bit slow. It's not going to be that as fast as we might want or think, but it is going to be a lot better. So, I mean, I'm down to give it a chance. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So that is what we'll do going forward. We won't add the mod right away. We'll see how these mods do and see how many dew collectors we could have produce a decent amount of water in a day. And it seems, I don't know how much it says. What if we get like 1 water a day? So maybe we'll get 2 waters a day. I mean, that's kind of trash. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's worth a try though, instead of just going right to a modlet.
Joel did explain that he's going through his own playthrough right now. He's playing co-op with a friend of his, and they have, I think he said 6 or 8 dew collectors, but he thinks that you could probably get away with having maybe 3 if you were a solo player, and I agree with that. You typically, even right now, I'll have 3 or 4 just for my own needs, but with the progression changes, there might be a higher requirement for things like glue and duct tape, so I don't know, maybe we'll have to have more than 3 if you want to be very industrious. We'll have to wait and see. And while they were showcasing some things, they did pull out a rocket launcher to show us the new explosion particle effects, which in my opinion are looking a little bit rough still, but we have to keep in mind that we're trying to balance performance with appearance. And now let's do
it doesn't look amazing, the explosives, but I'll tell you what, the explosive particles there look fucking way better than it did. I think maybe fucking, like, GNS knows what he's talking about, but I think he's underplaying it a little bit here. I think, like, I mean,
to wait and see. And while they were showcasing some things, they did pull out a rocket launcher to show us the new explosion particle effects, which in my opinion are looking a little bit rough still, but we have to keep in mind that we're trying to balance performance with appearance. And now let's do the creative menu deep dive. Basically, every time they opened the creative menu, I froze every single frame to analyze each item to see if there's anything new here, anything interesting. And on the very first one, I saw this icon right here. This is obviously some kind of a clothing item or a clothing mod or some sort of
Appreciate you.
radiation protection. And I think that in the future, when they do the weather update, you're going to have this installed on your armor, or, you know, wearing this hazmat suit or whatever it's going to be, in order to enter the wasteland safely or stay there for any length of time. Also, they've talked in the past about having a pill, like a radiation tablet. It's all just going to work exactly like Darkness Falls works right now, and probably other mods that I'm less familiar with. Next frame here just shows some new candy icons. Nothing special here. These are the same new graphics that we see on the vending machines. Here are some of the signs that I think I touched on earlier. These look like, I don't know, street signs or gas station signs, or, you know, stuff that you might see in like Trader Bob's shop, for example. And here's the juicy stuff right here. So I pointed out the quad armor pocket mod that I saw before, and you can see that right here in the top. You can also see next to the impact bracing mod, there's another shoe or boot type of mod, and it has a pillow strapped under it. So this is either a fall distance kind of thing, but that would be the same as the impact bracing mod. So I think it's probably a noise reduction mod for your boots. Also on this frame, I caught a look at the perception mod. So this is how you're going to get +1 perception, strength, agility, intellect, and fortitude. That will just be a mod that presumably gives you +1 to that attribute. And I pointed this out in the last stream, but here's another look at it. There's some kind of an XP mod here, presumably increasing your experience gain. And next to that, we have the new night vision goggles, which I haven't seen it.
I like this because instead of having to put on nerdy, like, I don't know if they'll still have like Lucky Looter goggles, nerdy glasses, the Ray-Bans, you know, for like agility or whatever it is, or strength. But if you could put every single one of these mods that gives you +1 in every single attribute, including the night vision, which can go on a helmet, which, you know, give or take, I mean, what do you really need it if you're doing things at night? Probably not. But if you could get +1 of those attributes and just put them on a piece of armor or something, yes, it does take up an armor slot, like a modified slot, but that in turn, at least towards late game, makes getting the pack mule. I touched on the pack mule perk once before during the series. I don't know if you guys remember, but that would make getting pack mule up and running way more important, because then you could take away the pocket mods, the storage pocket mods, and then instead of adding an extra armor piece or whatever, you can add one of these things. I don't know where these things are supposed to go, to be fair. I have absolutely no idea. So I could be completely wrong. I could be fucking talking out of my ass. I don't know. But if these are able to be put on fucking, maybe they're only able to be put on your head. I don't know. On a helmet. And then so you can only put one at a time. I don't know. Probably, if I had to guess, it would be a little bit too broken to get +1 in everything. So my guess is that you could have one of these types of mods on your helmet at a time. Not this one, obviously. This one could be on at all times.
In person yet, but from what I've heard, it's not green like it used to be. It's like black and white, like a modern version of night vision, and it's a helmet mod and not eyewear. And that does it for this stream, guys. We only have one more week to go of these developer live streams, and the weekend after that will be the streamer weekend. I'll be giving you full coverage up to and through release, so make sure you're subscribed if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I'll be doing some live streams, do playthroughs, some base builds. I'll have news and updates for you all along the way. And I just have to say, this stream here was much more organized and much easier to watch than the first one. They did a great job of just simply preparing and making some notes and following a sort of structure on this one. I'm very proud of them for doing that, and I hope that they continue with that format in the future. If you're into this kind of stuff, I do suggest giving the VOD a watch. It's probably going to be available on the Fun Pimps main YouTube channel. Anyway, my friends, let me know what you're looking forward to the most, and maybe even the least, in 7 Days to Die 1.0, and I will see you hopefully in the next live stream breakdown, which will be next weekend. Stay tuned, my friends.
What nuke, dude? There's no nuke. It's a rocket launcher, bro. We literally just saw it in the video, bro. There's no possible way that you can say you're not Dylan but continue to Dylan me. Are you paying attention or not? There's no nuke. It was a rocket launcher, bro. We literally saw the rocket, bro. I literally can't. I don't know how the fuck you're at Oxford, bro. There's no fucking fathomable I can't even fathom it, dude. No, there's no nuke going off. This? That's nothing.
Eyewear. And that does it for this stream, guys. We only have one more week to go of these developer live streams, and the weekend after that will be the streamer weekend. I'll be giving you full...
Bro, that's obviously not in the game, bro. If anything, that's a cutscene. It's a scene, dude. I've showed this on stream before, though. So how have you not seen that before? I've shown this literal video right here. This literal video.
If you're interested in that kind of stuff. I'll be doing some live streams, do a playthrough.
We've showed it a million times. Nah, you're still dealing to me, dude. I've shown this video on stream like 2 or 3 times, bro.
And that does it for this stream, guys. We only have one more week to go.
This is literally the trailer, bro.
Of these developer live streams, and the weekend after that will be the streamer weekend. I'll be giving you full coverage up to...
Bro. Just a cinematic. Can't stand you. All right. All right. That being said, we're going to jump in here. I might not be streaming that long again today. It is nice. I'm supposed to. I don't know if I'm going to, though, because I don't. I'm going to try to stream more this week. So knowing that, I mean, I did start a little bit late today. Well, no, not really. I started like 1:15. It's kind of normal. So, yeah, another thing is when we start, we usually play on warrior difficulty. We're gonna boost it up to survivalist. We're gonna be playing on survivalist in the next series. And we'll probably, I'm not sure yet. I think we were playing on 125. Yeah, we're playing on 125 here. So maybe on this one the new series we will play on, it will either play on 125 or 150. I think it all depends. If you guys, meaning Curtis, Carl, and Callie, if you guys want to keep that mod that gives you two what's it called? 2 points per level, then maybe we'll just stick it at 100 or just leave it at 125. But if you guys don't want to do the mod that gives you 2 points per level up, then maybe we'll boost it up to 150 or 175. I think that's probably a good like give and take, because at 100% it just takes way too long. I feel like it's too lengthy once you get to the higher levels. So I think there's a little bit of give and take there. So we're definitely going to do survivalist. And then I think maybe we'll do 150 if we do. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, this is the fuck around world. I want to show you guys this first, and I'm gonna show you guys what we've come up with for a base. I mean, for the most part, I mean, what do we have? We have Carl, Callie, and Curtis are all in here. So I mean, there's a couple of you in here that haven't seen this. So this is obviously for you guys, because we've all seen it before. Yeah. And then what we'll do is, depending on, I mean, it's only 2:30. I have some time. I have to like 4:35 before I would have to go anywhere. So, I mean, we got time. Hop on the old world and see what we can do on there. Although this is taking a pretty long time to load. Really happy about it. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I installed more mods. That's why, maybe. Oh, no, I'm about to do that. No, what do you mean, Carl? No, that's fire, dude. I'm gonna call it that for real, actually. Let's see if those mods actually fucking loaded. The firearms did load, but there's an upgrade to it. Everything else loaded into. Donovan's. I think they did. We'll find out. Oh, maybe not. I added the 7.62 mods in here. That's why you see the ammo looking like this. Oh, look at this. Oh, it is here. These. Or were they always here, these? I guess the mod didn't load in, maybe, or I did it wrong. Alright, so the titanium is not here. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, this is another thing. I'm actually gonna go over this with you guys right now. This was another place that I seen, just on my travels. It is the, what is it? Ranger Station Echo. So this is just a regular gate. I broke it down and I added this. I thought it was really cool. This could be another thing if we don't want to use the NDC checkpoint. I did a couple things. This was a garage here. I completely cleared it out. And then there's a little pathway here, which I blocked up. This is the way you would go in. I don't, you know, whatever. And then I cleared this out in here. This is all clear. I opened this up. This was a bathroom. I cleared that out. And then there's this and this. And it comes over into here, which, you know, could be, you know, used for something or nothing. You know, I don't actually know. And then there's this structure here. This had a thing here. This doesn't even need to be here, but I put it here anyways. And you can have stuff down here and stuff up here, and then even up here if you really wanted to. Triple decker thing, and then, you know, still same place. I figured in terms of size, it's a lot better. It's not as big, but it's also like just, you know, it's just a little at the same time. I thought it was just a good option. I think we should keep it in mind for sure. That being said, we're going to go over to here. I want to show you guys, well, obviously not, you know. No, they can't be upgraded. All right, so I showed you guys if you guys were here when I streamed like 3 weeks ago or so, that we were going to use the NDC checkpoint 5 or 3. Basically, we settled on 5, and we cleared it all completely out. something I did, Carl, is this. There was like a wall right here. It went like right across, and then it went across like this. I opened it up and added dirt back. I figured we might as well just cross this over. I don't really know what this could be used for or anything, but I got rid of the plots. I've made it all dirt. And, I mean, we can definitely make things as we go. The other thing that I did was, I know I said it was wide open or whatever. I didn't get rid of this. I painted inside of here. I ended on 2 doors here with 4 4x5s. I think that I think that's fire. And then just for arguments, you know, I fixed some of the rails here. We can take this platform and put another one here. We could put another one anywhere, put some turrets around if we wanted to. Obviously, we would end up going into solar, leave all the lights on as we go. And then I changed all this. So obviously, if you come over here, this is what it's like. The gaps in between, it kind of bothered me. I got rid of all that and just used regular plates. And I made a cover. I was not sure if I wanted to leave this here and build another one here as well. Or just take it out or just leave that there. It doesn't really matter. This is just a basic standard setup. I don't exactly like it like this. I'm thinking maybe workbenches here, and then maybe we can do what we did here with this. We can even fit another forge, put chests above, maybe have the chem stuff over here somewhere, do something over here instead of having all of it under here like this, because it's a little bit of a mess. I was thinking maybe what we could do is have the chem stations over here, kind of figure something out up against the wall, and then have our forges on one side, our workbenches on the other. We can add another forge here, have our chests of our standard stuff like stone, iron, clay, all that stuff above the forges again, and then turn this wall completely into our storage. Just have a complete storage wall right up against here. I mean, it's just a, you know, it's just a rough draft, so I just did that. And then you could even, if you wanted to, you can even get cheeky with it. We can maybe put a ladder, and I mean, there's space up here. We can double this up, build the walls up if we wanted to, make it a second layer instead of just building all out over there. We can do, I mean, there's so much we can do. We can honestly, this was all not grass, you know, like there were vehicles in here, meaning this was kind of like a parking area for vehicles. We can still, you know, if for some ungodly reason I'm just gonna say for the 5 of us, if this isn't enough to hold all of our vehicles, right? Besides the simple fact that we can literally just park the vehicles outside somewhere, it doesn't matter. We could park them out here on either side. We can even get rid of these, right? And we can turn this area into a little park area too. Put a wall off, put a door. We can do that. And then, or we can do this. This gate obviously wouldn't stay. We'd use maybe another roll-up door. And then we can build a wall that goes from, you know, here over, and then we can have some extra vehicles in here. Oh, you weren't here. I talked to Scott the other day. I sent him the video of the second dev video. He actually said he was excited for it. I asked him if he wanted to play with us. I said I know he plays Minecraft and Fortnite, you know, and that I was kind of just looking for something, you know, a somewhat consistent basis. So I am gonna assume, I'm just gonna say for the benefit, give the benefit of the doubt that Scott will be joining us. I just need something of, you know, just a little bit consistent from him, and I'll be happy. So yeah, if we can get that. And I also did say that I was thinking about asking Dylan, but I don't really know if I want to go through the whole like yes man shit, just like saying shit to appease me and then fucking and then just not show up. I don't even care if Dylan were to live stream, it doesn't even matter. But I don't know. We'll see as we get closer to it. What's happening here? This is different. No, there's brick. There is here. Yeah, no. This is here. It did upgrade. It did upgrade. There's steel, and then corrugated metal. What's the hit points on this? Oh. Brick? Maybe some installed and some didn't? 1200? Maybe these were always just here and I'm an idiot. I don't know. What about, actually, we don't even need to do that. We could just come over here and... No, that's not giving me an upgrade option. So the mod that I tried to install did not work, obviously. That sucks. You can always ask him if he just wants to play for sure. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Nick Nack, what's up, dude? What's happening here? This is different. This layout is different. So something worked. Something on the mod worked. This is different. I don't know. This fits here? Just like that, yeah. I mean, I know it doesn't really go. There's a little bit of a gap here, so it's kind of annoying. Maybe we would just flip this around. But we could do something like that. Pull extra vehicles in there if we really need to. Maybe like the tractor and shit. Oh, that's something I wanted to check. I wanted to see if the battery... Yes, it did recharge. Amazing. I mean, so yeah, this fence... Realistically, this fence would have to come down. I mean... I like the fence where it is, because I just like the look of the fence. But zombies will break through this pretty easily. And, I mean, we can always just fix it, but we can't upgrade it. And... It's only got 300, you know, hit points. So maybe, we could use, because we can't make that. Metal fence and railings. Oh, maybe not. Hold on a second. Never mind. We could pick shapes. Never mind. Hello. No, never. Well, we can't upgrade it still, can we? Look how small that is. I don't know. How does this look? Oh, man. That looks like shit. That looks like fucking shit. I'd actually consider going with this fence if it actually meshed together better than just whatever the hell it looks like. I mean, how many hit points? That's the same thing, 300. Um... Trying to find... Where the hell is what I'm looking for? I don't know. This is what I'm looking for. Where are those fences? Not fences, like, not the railings or the bars. What the hell are they called? I just don't even know what... I feel like they should be called one thing, but they're just called something different. And that's why it's fucking confusing me. I would actually have to go find the block to copy it. Spikes in a second fetch or a ditch with water. I mean, that would... I mean, having a spot like this is... The fact that it's so big, we would end up putting, like we did, turrets on all the corners and all the spots anyways, right? So it wouldn't actually be that big of a deal. But adding spikes is definitely a good idea. We would have to... Like, realistically, we would have to get rid of the sandbags, even though I kind of like the look of the sandbags. Like you said, just let zombies beat on them and just replace it as it goes. We could just delete them anyways, too, and grab some sand from them. And, I mean, we can even just use these types of walls right here. We could use these types of walls. We don't actually have to use fence everywhere. You know, I don't know. I don't want to overthink it, but, like... Usually shit comes together for us anyways, doesn't it? But if we can have somewhat of a plan. I mean, we could even do something like this. Put like a block at the base and then have fence like on top of it, maybe. We could do something like that. I'm literally just going to go around and try to look for this block because I for some reason, I cannot for the life of me think about it. Think about what the hell. See, like, even something like this looks pretty good. Like this, and then you have this type of fence here. I don't even know if you can make this type of fence, though. This is what we need right here. Oh! Look at that from a distance. That's what he used to look like. Get closer, look at that. Let's go, God. I mean, so just as a test, right? What? No way. Wow, the fence that we needed was right here. Game? Just cover it back up or something. Just bury it. Just bury it and say goodbye. So like this is the fence that that was being used at what's it called? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. We didn't really have a fence at all. So just having this was around the what? The Moe's place or whatever. I think this is up now it breaks. Now they're broken. I think something like this could be doable too if we really wanted to. I don't know what we put there, but I don't know, that's fucked up. Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you get the gist. I just want to see how it looks at this point. Kind of a pain to place. I mean, we could do something like that somewhere. I mean, we'd go up one more layer as well. I mean, that's doable. Doesn't really look great in comparison to everything else, but I mean, you're right. We didn't have a fence last time. We can literally just keep repairing this fence if we need to, right? So Bro, this this menu's fucking with me, man. Well, anyways, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what we got so far, I guess, with that. I mean, things that are doable. And then we can obviously mirror this side over here if we wanted to. We can leave it open. We can, there's space for literally whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then we can have some farmland inside, maybe certain crops only inside, other ones out, or simply just smaller crop plots. I think we could probably all agree that the size of the last farm was a little too big, but also like it was enjoyable, like especially once we had the tractor, or I mean the lawnmower. I think it was honestly fine. It really wasn't too bad. But I don't know. Maybe just smaller plots. Get them all in here, and then we can use this tower for something. We can get rid of the tower. We can use this area here for something. We can do something here. Somebody could make something here if they wanted to. Like this whole back area doesn't have to be used specifically for farm. We can use from here to the end, and then to like right here, and then right here, and it's just this side, and then we can build shit on this side if we want, or something like that. I mean, it's all doable. So, I mean, that's the plan with that. That being said, I guess we can probably go to the crypt. I think we could definitely agree that the crypt was way too small, though, wasn't it? In terms of farm, like we did manage, but it was way too small. That there is fine. That's way bigger than that. So I mean, we would manage either way. I would really one day we're gonna do a house on the hill. We'll do a house on the hill. We'll live inside. We'll turn this into a horde base. Right here. We'll turn this into a horde base. We'll dig down. We'll dig down. We'll make it go diagonal. We'll go all the way down to here. We'll make it end right here. You know? We'll go up at an angle. Then we'll make it like a ramp going straight down underneath. Turn this all into like blocks and shit. Boom. They'll come right down, right? Well, obviously it'll be more better. We'll turn all this into blocks. All this, they'll come down, and then we can have traps set up on the sides. And then we can turn this into a base right here. This hole down underneath. Use this, bring it down, fix it, do whatever we got to do. And then we can build this bridge across and have traps everywhere. I kind of want to do that, and we can live right out of here. We can live. We don't have to live in down. I would say we don't have to live down there, per se. But you know, we clear out this place, and we can just, you know, we can live in the kitchen, for Christ's sake, or something. Just live in the kitchen or something. Clear this all out. You can do so much shit we could do. The Superman flying is, what do you mean? We're in God mode. We gotta fly up. We have a working garage here. I mean, you can't really do much. Can't really do much out of here, right? I mean, fix this. Get rid of all this shit. Pull a vehicle in here, right? Maybe one. Yeah, we're in God. Yeah, I mean, it's just so we can get around. But yeah, I think that would be fire. Just live in here somewhere. Just fix all this up. Whatever. There's so much room. Do whatever you want in here. Bathroom here. Get rid of it. Out of there, Kenny. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So much you could do with a place like this. It's huge. This place is fucking massive. But I think it would work. It would double up as like a good horde base. You have like a nice little ramp base going down. Have hatches right here. And then you know, fight them here for a little while, and then you can bring them in. I mean, yeah, there's so much you could do. Where is our base that we built? Where the hell is that? It's our house. I want to show you guys the base that we're probably going to use. I don't remember, actually have absolutely no idea where our base is. Is this it right here? That's got to be it, right? No, that's not it. This is our base. No. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just this. Will we see it on the map? was out in the green. This is it right here. This is it. This is it. Where are we? Well, we're gonna fly there because I don't know how we're gonna get there. So originally we wanted to come up with a ramp base. And I will show you what I somewhat crafted up, but it's just not going to work out because of the location. So what we're going to do is dude. Am I losing my mind? There it is. So you'll see here in a minute. I'm going to show you guys. This is where we started out in the last series, and then we ended up making our own base. So basically, we were fine. I got rid of the whole thing and built a solid ramp with some doors and traps, and this is something that we can use. This was our first idea, well, this is our second idea, but this is the second idea based off the location of the first idea. The first idea had zombies spawning on top of us. So to get rid of that, to make it so they have to come up the ramp, I was like, well, where's somewhere where we can do that? Realistically, this place, the Jericho Ranch, is the best place because it's already elevated. This whole structure is technically elevated with a single ramp going up, so you get rid of all the side piece, and they have no choice but to run up. So, Curtis as well, we got rid of the stairs, we completely blocked it up. I had an idea to do this, so we can repair these if needed. And then we had Curtis work on a cage system for people to hang out up here as well. And there's, turrets, and we could do stuff if we were going to do that. This was realistically going to be our, at least, well, this was going to be our main, but it's now potentially going to be our starter. I'm thinking that this is going to be our starter again. But it seems like we're going to end up going with this as our main base now instead. This is what our plan is. So we have a ladder that goes up here. We'll be able to jump and get up here. Obviously, I have parkour 4, so that would be the only way we can get to it that high. This is only a small layout. It will be a lot bigger with potentially a second layer on top. But we have a dart trap with one electric fence going across the whole thing. This will come down. We will probably have some sort of fences here. I mean, at the beginning, we won't need them. Once the cops show up, we will need scaffolding or something to block the puke. But they're all just going to show up here, and they're going to get... What the fuck? My God. They're going to come up from either way. This whole extra thing won't be here. This was just extra. It doesn't need to be there. All of our switches for everything will be in on that side. It'll have a pit. There'll be a dart trap here for when they fall down off of this. We'll probably put blade traps down here, not as like a main source of damage, but just to keep them, just getting them a little bit of damage as, as they run up. They'll get caught here. We'll have somebody repairing that at all times because this is one singular. So they're all just going to start lining up here. we'll be able to pop domes pretty easily. So we're going to stay holed up in there. At some point, we'll end up getting solar power. It'll be pretty much infinite amount of power. This is subject to change, but it's only a minor subject to change. Like, we're going to make inside of there a lot bigger. I was thinking about it the other day. I was thinking maybe we can have a ladder that goes up. That way, like the other bases, we can have 2 people standing up here, shooting down at them, maybe coming over here, shooting down here, shooting behind if needed on the sides, shoot at birds, shoot at anybody, maybe somehow climbing up on top if it's, you know, just putting out damage. You know, maybe we can even make an overhang down here. Can be regular for like shooting in front, and then we can have something where we have an overhang here. That way the people who are up here can actually see down there and could potentially throw throwables and Molotovs and just do damage from up here, shooting in the pit. Maybe they something is broken and some of the zombies start congregating down here. They start busting the walls. Well, what can we do? Somebody can be up here in a more cage setting, fire down on them, get rid of them so they don't fuck around. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of ideas. We're going to definitely make it a lot bigger. Originally, we had a door here, but they're always going to go for the door. As long as it's steel and it's blocks, steel blocks, we can have stuff down here with like a ladder going up as well if we wanted stuff in here, just like storage or whatever. So that is, this is the base that we're probably going to go with for our next series. This is what we've come up with. Obviously won't be full steel right off the bat, and won't even be using it for like even the first like 4 or even 5 hordes. It's going to take a little bit to get to this point. But we don't even need to use it as a full-blown base. We don't need the electric fences right off the bat. We could, if we're spec'd into it enough, we can just use a tightrope. They can run off, have a dart trap if we have it. Just shoot at them, do melee damage. They'll fall into the pit. They'll run up, and then they'll run across again. Knock down. Same thing over and over. We could just do constant melee damage. We don't even need to use that much ammo. Should be fine off the bat, realistically. Not really a big deal. So we don't even need the base to be fully functional in this way with traps and all that until, you know, 6 or 7 hordes later. Not even. No, maybe, no, less than that. Less than that. And I'll tell you why. Figueroa, 40 months resub, my boy. I hope you're doing good. I hope your daughter's doing good. I think you said you had another one on the way, right? When's that happening? I hope you're good, dude. I appreciate you resubbing, my man. I hope everything's fire for you. So with the last series, we started off doing a horde every 10 days, and I hopped off that really fast. I said, I think it's a little too much. June 1st had a son. My man. Congrats, my man. Congrats. Congratulations. There you go. And carry on the Figueroa name, my man. Congratulations, my dude. $10 days old. Amazing. So originally we started off with every 10 days. We swapped back to 7. And then we switched back to 10 days. And it kind of just was a little too much. For the sake of content and for the progression system and for the fact that we're going to have 5 people that we have to compensate for, we are going to stick with horde every 10 days. We are going to do horde every 10 days. That is going to be where we go. We're not going to start off with 7 and then move to 10. We're going to do every 10 days. We're going to do a horde. It'll make the hordes harder, give us more time to level up, whatever. We'll see how it goes. Realistically, if we need to change it back to 7, if we need to change it higher, if we need to change it to every 5 days, I don't care. We'll do it. Doesn't matter to me at all. We'll change as we go. But I think standard, we're going to do every 10 days as a horde. So maybe by Horde 30, I think we're going to have this base fully functional with at least a few traps by Horde 30. That's where I'm going to say that we need to have this. We don't need to have a ton of blade traps and a whole bunch of dart traps or any of that. If we have an electric fence and maybe one dart trap, because we could put dart traps along. The other thing is we were going to think about putting dart traps along the whole of this wall, and they'll just shoot across at them. We can do that. So at least if we have one electric fence, maybe a couple blade traps, and a dart trap right here, by day 30, excuse me, I think that's what we're going to aim for. Until that time, we'll only have 2 hordes in between, so realistically, we can just use as a melee only base, and it's not a big deal if we even get this base up and running for those hordes. If not, then we're going to go ahead with this base, at least what we did in the last series, and we'll just hold this down while Carl builds the new base, you know, somewhere else, and hopefully it'll be up by at least day 30. I think it's a good way to aim for. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. The good plan. I don't remember what the name of that POI is that we need to go to, but I need to figure it out where we need to go. We need to get all the way up to here. We need to get to Trader Bob. We need to get to a Trader Bob. This is the one. Yes. So originally, we wanted to build into a mountain. That was the plan. That's not going to work out so hot. And I'm going to explain it to you right here. Here you go. This is what we crafted up early on. We would have had to dig out this. Basically, we ran a horde as a test, and they were all spawning up here. Not ideal. We need them to check the ramp. We would have to dig around this whole entire base all the way down just to get it to work. Would have just been a little too much. But we had dart traps set up here. We would have had a thing here. You know, we have 2 big doors. Hold it down, let them run up. You know, blade traps, electric fences along the whole of the ramp. That was the original idea. And if we were able to do this, I mean, technically we're able to do it. But if there's another chance for it another day, we will just make a complete base by scratch. We will make a home base and a horde base out of the same place. It'll double as the horde base. We'll have, you know, do whatever. And then we'll have like a completely, you know, one day, like a separate garage or something, like all the way off to the side where they won't think to come. And we can build out a complete horde base. I mean, a regular home base inside of a complete mountain. It just needs to be the right, you know, it needs to be the right setting for it. So one day we can do something like that. Have all the space in the world to do anything we want. Go as deep as we want, go as low as we want, do whatever we want. But, yeah, so this one is just basically just kind of like a failed idea. I mean, it's not a failed idea, it's just not perfect. We'd have to take all this out, all of it. We'd have to build into this so they don't try to chop in. Have to build this all up. It would, you know, it would be a lot. I don't really mind the work, but I think if we're talking about, you know, just like what we gotta do and what we should do. I mean, do we really need to go through all this? I mean, technically, yeah, if we have the time, maybe we could. Which we do, but... we can make something just as good, just as fun. from a place that already exists. So, yeah, I mean, you know. Whatever. So yeah, that was the original plan, and I've showed you guys the new plan. I've showed you guys where the new base is going to be. Well, what I'm looking for with the NDC checkpoint, what I'm looking for that, we'll go over there quickly. So what we'll be looking to do is there's 5 checkpoints. All 5 checkpoints are at the beginning of a town or city. That's where they'll be located. They won't be inside anywhere, and there's only 5 of them. So what we'll be looking for is an NDC 5 that is at a city entrance. Right now, we're at a small little town. Look how small this town is. It ain't shit, right? But there's so many factors to go through here. If we can get an NDC checkpoint, this little town doesn't have a trader. There's no trader here. This isn't a trader. There's no trader. If we can get an NDC checkpoint that's near a trader or in a city, we're going to take it. For purposes of not being too picky, we're in a small city right here. Technically speaking, all the tier 5s and 4s are here and here. I mean, look how big this is. The cities in the next update are going to get even bigger, which is going to be great. But this spot is not so far away from here and here. It's really not. It's right down the street. It's a no time at all. So if we can get an NDC checkpoint that is in a smaller town like this, and there are actually humongous cities in close proximity like there is here, where it's not too much of a hassle to have to fucking drive all over the fucking place, then we're going to do it. As you saw in the dev video, you will be able to set up your game in a way where the green grass is in the middle and then you have all the biomes surrounding it. That's going to make this even easier as well. So depending on where we want to live, my assumption is that we're going to live in the green grass again, even though we speculated maybe doing a desert or a snow biome. Maybe we can set it up that way and then we'll do it. But I also don't want to be a freaking 1,000 miles away. Obviously, this world is certainly different. Here, the desert is not far, but the wasteland is, you know, so it's going to be a little bit of a hassle. Well, it's not that far. It's pretty close. So there's going to be a lot of things that come into factor. Is the NDC checkpoint 5 near the trader? Like, if the checkpoint is at this end and the trader is at this end, it's not that big of a deal. You could just cut across the grass or something. But if we can get one that's kind of right next to a trader, that would be ideal. We also would rather have one in a city, or at the beginning of a city would be somewhere around here like this, or at another entrance to the city. Okay, completely fine. But if it's not in a city, then... and it's in a town like this, as long as there's cities surrounding it. We always load up with a lot of cities. I like having a lot of cities and wilderness POIs. But if we can't meet any of those factors at all, then my plan is to just completely scrap the world and and do another one. You can say whatever you want about that type of tactic. It's, you know, just play the world that you load up, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm going to play it the way I want to play it. And... you know, we're going to find the right situation for us. So that's our plan going forward. But like I said, the NDC checkpoint isn't even a full-blown lock. I want to do it here. Basically, the main feature for this place is this. This is already here. This is unbuilt. I mean, this is built up already. The thought of just being able to turn this into a garage, you pull in, you know... pull your vehicles in, and then you run out, and you come in here and you do your crafting and stuff. I mean, it's really cool concept, but I'm still not fully convinced with the layout because of how it is. It can be worked with. It's not that big of a deal. Things work out for us in the long run anyways. We always figure out a cool way to do stuff. So I'm not trying to worry about it too much, but as far as I'm concerned, This is how we're gonna do it. As of right now. You know, it's just been really good. Have spotlights here. Get in the street. They can stay on all the time. I don't really care about having a switch, especially when we have solar. Once we have solar power, we can just leave them on at all times. We could have turrets at all 4 corners here, checking everything. We have turrets around the entirety of the base. We'll have some farm plots in here. People can build whatever they want. This was like the checkpoint. We could just build a wall across. We could do anything we literally fucking want to. So that's what we're going to try to do. Look, the road is under here, though. Alex, my man, how you doing? Appreciate the resub. 19 months. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. I hope the family's good. We're just going over some 7 days stuff that we're gonna be attempting to implement for the next series. Coming June 24th. So yeah, I will say Carl, Curtis, Callie, in the meantime, between now and then, if you ever want to hop on, if whether I'm on or not, you ever want to message me and say, oh, you want to do some testing, if you guys, you know, I'll probably do the same for you guys. I'll, you know, I did this on Saturday, I think. I think Carl was busy, but like maybe one day I'll be like, hey, you guys want to come in, and then you guys can do some layout shit and see if, you know, how you want to build some stuff up. You can, you know, we'll do it. In addition, you guys are playing on your own. If you have any motivation to play on your own and you want to just load up a random world and you want to scout POIs, I mean, don't worry about it, Carl. I mean, we could do it during the week too, dude. It's not just Saturday. It's not just a Saturday. I was just wanting to do it last Saturday, so it won't be. It was just the time. It was just the time at that point. It was whatever. If you guys want to load up a world on your own and you want to scout places, like let's say you like the NDC Checkpoint 5. I think we all kind of agreed on it pretty much. But I could honestly tell in all your voices that you're all not completely sold on it. And I will agree, I'm not also completely sold on it. Even though it'll probably end up being just completely fine and maybe we're overthinking it, right? But if you want to go, load up a big world with a bunch of cities and towns, and you want to, and you know what I like, right? You know what type of base I like. Obviously, we were in a house last time. I'm not opposed to another house if it works. It doesn't matter. But I'm kind of wanting to go for some sort of a compound this time around, something with walls or just something with space or whatever. So if you guys want to go out on your own and find a place, if you want to see, maybe there's a couple, like, so I said the Ranger Station Echo. There's so many Ranger stations, right? If you want to scout out all those Ranger stations, look at them. There's seven Ranger stations. You know, you can scout them out. We obviously talked about the Red Mesa. I think it's going to be a little too big. This is the fire post. This one's actually not too bad. We can use this as a garage. Clear it completely out. Do something in here. Look at this little back area we have. Whatever. I mean, this one's okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's doable. I kind of like it a little bit. can work with it. I mean, we could work with this. We could work with this space. It's not too bad. We probably would get rid of this whole thing here. Just drop it completely. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to scout out the other ranger stations and or check out any other compounds with like that's not too big or whatever. I mean, even here, there's a little garage here that we can use too. Two garages that we can use. One here, pull in the vehicles, and then, you know, and then we even have this one for vehicles or whatever we want to do. It doesn't even have to be vehicles in here. You could literally just set up anything. Feel free and let me know. Write them down or whatever and be like, hey, when you get a minute, if you want to pop on, I want to show you some POIs, and you guys can show me some POIs. And you know. So, yeah, that's on the table for you guys. You want to fucking scout out your own places, even if you want to scout some out and you're like, oh, I kind of really like this place. Let me get the layout going. You start deleting shit. You add chests and you add workbenches or whatever, and you want to show me something that's a little bit more worked up. And do that too. Doesn't matter. But I like this place right here. This is the 7th one. This is Golf, Ranger Station Golf. This one's not too bad, actually. Pretty decent setup. You don't even need to do it like this, too. You can, I mean, I guess it's, I mean, you can even just... build stairs that go up this way instead. Open it up a little bit. Get rid of all this. You guys know the deal. I mean, whatever. So, yeah. That be the plan for that. Oh, excuse me. Me scoozy. Family, great thanks. Same here, just finishing off a few things, getting prepared. I don't even know if Alex is still in here. Doesn't say he's even in here. Trash. I did have my face cam on, but now it's, I forgot. I'll just keep it off. Just give me 1 minute. This loads up. Okay. Where are we? The Horde base. I'll tell you what, I love this place, man. It's gonna be sad to see it go. Oh yeah, we never got the water back in here. I mean, everything's pretty legitimate in this. Actually, I think there's actually a way to get the creative menu in on this.
Kinder Bueno.
I don't want the video. I just wanted an explanation. There is a command for it. I don't remember what it is, though. Whatever. So... do we do it here? Maybe we do it here instead of all the way over here. I'm thinking that works best. Like this, maybe? 5? Or 6? Three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm thinking 6. We'll have to get back up there, but... and then we have a bunch of crap on us. I mean, I guess I can... do it now. Boom. They might not even make it to us. I'll be honest. Slap some switches on there. It's up high, doesn't really matter. Our crops. Now that I'm thinking about it, this still feels a little small. This farm still feels a little small. You can really see how bad this game is actually running with all the shit that we have. All that coin. That there. Oh, the ammo has changed. Yeah. See it all. Oh no, it hasn't changed. Oh no, it's changed. 9. Oh, because we didn't do the 9mm update. Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Alright, so what do we need for those? We have the wire tool. Look at all these dart traps, man. Grab all those. I don't know, maybe we'll use them. I don't even remember where anything is. I guess we'll just use generators. I don't really have it. We don't have anything else. Look how laggy this game is. Wow. Look, we got AKs. Yeah, I have no video. M60. Look at this thing. RPK. Ooh, stop it. About to make this right now. Maybe we'll do like a full-blown stream on here to prepare for the Horde. Let people make whatever they want to make. And shit like that. Prepare and, you know, instead of just hopping right in and, like, obviously. L96, M40, Mosin, the Groza, fire. There are other ones too, I'm missing. This one, Sniper SR 110, SKS. There's supposed to be more. There's another one, I don't know where it is. Shit is clean though. They've just updated it, and if you go to your games, there's a button to optimize it. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah. I know there's another gun here. I don't know how to find it. Oh, there's a golf club in here. I didn't realize. Oh well. Look at this jackhammer. 83. This, wait, oh, because it's a level 6. Oh, wow. We would need to get a level 6 of this for it to be on par with this. That sucks. This thing is smacks. Woo! That thing is smacker. Have a good night, John. I'm not sure what I don't know if I'm streaming again tomorrow or what I'm doing, but try to keep a lookout. Honestly, I'm thinking about, there's supposed to be a Fallout 4 update coming out or something. I'm thinking about maybe starting that. I don't know how soon that is. I don't know. I don't want to not stream for a whole month again. I think a month break was pretty... Oh, alright. Well, maybe I'll start Fallout 4 or something. I don't want to take an extended break. I just gotta kick myself in the ass and get going. So, just look out for some more stream this week. I mean, I'm gonna end up playing it on fucking PC anyways, Carl, because... fuck console. But, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. It's a level 5, so it's not going to be as good. 90, 164. Oh my fucking god. Oh, you can't put a fucking thing on it. That's not a right noise. Holy shit. That shit's kind of whack. Whatever. You thought you were gonna get up on us, but no, you ain't. Man, I love what we did here. Yeah, see, these are the walls. Let's got some bikes in here. We got a ton of vehicles. Shit to sell. Oh my god. This is the best. We did such a good job with this world. care. Make it daytime. We need gens. Oh, there's one electrical part off. Think we got enough gas? What time is it? 4:06. 4:06. 4:06. I might just end early. It's so hard for me. I don't know why it's like, I mean, obviously I've had other reasons for why it's been hard for me to stream and not have content or whatever the case is. But it's just been really hard to get motivated to do anything. I'm afraid of starting something, not finishing it. Like, really afraid of starting something and not finishing it. And then just swapping over to this and just playing this nonstop. I just don't want to do that. Just gonna God mode it over. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. All right, I mean, it's actually a little too high up. It's a little too far away. What the f... Hey! 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 Base ain't ready yet. Just like Mo and Skinny Pete. Gotta come in and ruin it all. 2 points. Oh my god. What are we going to put our points in? We have literally everything. Pack mule. And then we'll take out some fucking... Put an extra piece of armor on our shit. Oh shit! You could put 6 in one. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say that would have been fucking absurd. I mean, it's a decent amount of light. I guess if we were one lower, it would have been a little bit better, but whatever. Yellow we got up there. Now, just so you guys know, the only reason I'm completely filling up, these up with everything is because I want to... We're gonna put turrets on them as well, so... On these generators. Good night, Curtis. This one's already on. And there you go. So what do they all look like on? I mean, it provides a little bit more light. It's not great, honestly. It's really not. It did nothing, realistically. I mean, I think it all depends on what it looks like for you guys up top. The fuck? I mean, can you really tell that they're on? Not really. From here, it doesn't even really matter. We get more light from this. I think it matters more up here. It's not even that great. Maybe we won't aim it that way then. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll aim it more towards... Yeah, we would need more. Sorry, dear. This shit's alive still. Just tank that shot. Okay. Does it look any different if we aim it? Oh yeah, it does. I'd rather do that. A little bit better. I know we're flying around, but guess what? I don't give a shit. Because the series is ending soon. We need to get shit done. Alright, so, I mean... It's a little bit better, I guess. I mean, you could kind of see a little bit. Not really. I don't fucking know. I also don't give a shit. Can always add more if we need to or something. Just do whatever. I don't. Doesn't really matter all that much. It's not gonna reach. Shit. Boo, 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 boo. Fuck, I can't pick them up now. Hey, we got it. Oh, shit. No, we don't. Gotcha. You son of a bitch. I mean, at this point, what do I care? This shit don't matter. Dude, what am I doing? Just fucking load this shit up with fucking turrets. Don't matter. That's all I had to do. I'm all worried about the distance. Did not have to do all that because I could have just attached it to the SMG turret. See, like this. Oh, it does reach. Well, we're out of SMGs anyways, but... Could have left that one there. It's whatever. It's fine. I mean, this is fine, just like right here. You mean more shotgun ammo? All right, so yeah, I mean, we just need to put a little bit more ammo. Need more shoddy rounds. One, two, three, four, five, six. That build. We just need more SMG turret, realistically. Oh, I did not want to do that. Just want to see if there's any extra bullshit around here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, I mean, that's good for now. See how much that nets us. Honestly, I don't even mind just like for the last tour, just kind of modding some ammo in for us. Some like HP, some high power, some AP rounds. Make sure we all have enough. But yeah, there you go. Light towers. Could add some more lights, potentially. Just do some stuff, and we'll kick this shit off. Hopefully the week before June 24th. So I'm thinking maybe Friday. Thinking Friday the 21st. We'll kick off by completing a night like 7,000 horde. See how the base holds up to it. See if we can maintain it. We'll see if we can get Scott in on it, because technically we will need like 5 people to keep it going. I will probably not even shoot a single zombie. I'll probably just be on repair duty while 2 people are upstairs and 2 people are downstairs, because I don't even know how crazy a 7,000 is gonna be. I've never seen one like in person, so yeah, that's the plan. We got a lot of stuff going on. I hope you guys are excited. Keep up maybe with the developer live streams on Wednesdays, I believe. See all the new stuff. I'm kind of hoping that they show in the next one the fast travel, but I don't think we're gonna get that in this update. But either way, should be some cool extra things that we get to see. Hope you guys are excited for it. I will try to get some stream in this week as well, and obviously some stream leading up to 7 days. Maybe we'll run a overhaul mod that I've seen. Looks really fun. Just have some fun with it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I know it's another short one. Not really too exciting. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We'll be back to normal very soon. Have a great night. See you guys next time.